Hey guys, here we are on episode 3. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be a great one. No deaths, no losing all my stuff like last time. Oh shoot, did I just jinx myself? I hope not. In this video, we will concentrate on the area over there, where I'm currently holding my food supply. I want to create a barn for them to live out their lives until it's time for me to bop them on their heads again. Don't look at me with those eyes. Well, I've already started putting in a large wheat field, as you can see, that I want to surround the barn. And I even think I want to incorporate a wool farm into it. But more on that later. First, let's finish this tree I'm building. But first, before we do that, I actually have a question for all you Minecraft pros out there. I'm currently in Flashback. If you don't use it, it's 1,000 times better than replay mod. So I would suggest that you use it. But anyway, it's night. I wasn't recording at the time. I was finishing this tree, and I started to climb down, and I started to hear arrows and tridents being thrown at me. And I actually fell out of the tree and landed on a trident guy, a skeleton, a zombie, a creeper, and then 2 baby zombies. And here I am, realizing that I needed to get proof of this. I hit the flashback on. But how did this guy get here? Because the closest water is over there, and I didn't think they could come out of the water. Can they? Let me know in the comments below, because I find this to be very strange. Let me know. Okay, back to the tree. So, remember a few minutes ago when I said this was going to be a great episode? Haha, well, I've kind of already fudged the recording on the tree. So, yeah, here it is. I really like it. I think it came out well. I love the swoop of this branch and then the overall sway of it. I like how you can see the trunk through different parts going all the way up. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, now time to build a barn. Over at the barn site, I started off by continuing the path using coarse and rooted dirt, brown mushroom, and packed mud with the occasional mud brick thrown in. After that, I built up the walls of the other animal pens. These pens being much larger than the other 2 I've already built, giving the animals more space to roam, or in the case of the cows, gives me more space to breed them for food. The next step was to move the sheep, pigs, and cows over to the new pens so I could swap blocks in the smaller pens without fear of them escaping. And I have to say, most people complain about moving villagers, but I would much rather move them than animals. It was then time to build the main structure of the barn. I'm going with an open air design rather than the more conventional enclosed barn with the typical barn roof, because I think this style fits the medieval aesthetic better, which means I'll just need to rely on light, not doors, to keep unwanted mobs out. And this is how we're looking up to now. I know it's not much, but the fun stuff is just beginning. It's now time for the detail. And the main detail of the barn is its windows. The circle design is made out of copper stairs and trapdoors, and provides the only pop of color on the build. The main structure of the barn is done, and looking exactly as I envisioned. It's a simple design, but will fit nicely in this medieval setting. It just needs a roof, so let's add one. For the roof, I went with a pretty flat design, made up with tough bricks, mossy stone bricks, and the regular stone bricks, with the moss blocks and azalea leaves for a little detail. I then turned my attention to the surrounding area, adding in a few trees. Man, that is a good looking barn. It's finally finished. We have a space for our pigs. Our sheep. Mr. Brown here likes to go swimming. And over here is our cows, living out their best life before they get eaten. Here we just have some storage right now. I'm keeping the crops separated because I have to expand the field out this way and I don't have enough crops yet. But yeah, here's the barn. I like it. But before we do anything else, I have an appointment with the horse over there. In the first video, I had asked you guys to help me name this horse. I got a lot of good suggestions, but one in particular stood out. I'll throw it up on the screen. It was by Jess. They suggested that I name the horse space themed, since I am a astronaut after all. So yeah, I'm gonna name it Apollo. Jess, thank you for the suggestion, and everyone else who gave me name suggestions. They were all great. And who knows, maybe those names will find their way into this world next time. Awesome. Here you go, Apollo. So, I think there's a design flaw. Putting the water troughs underneath the windows is making these guys go insane. Mojang, is it too much to ask to fix the passive mob pathfinding? Mr. Brown's still over there doing his laps. So, I moved the troughs and it has appeared to fix the problem. I know at the start of the video I had mentioned incorporating a wool farm into the build. That is still the plan. But I need to think on it some more. My original thought was to put a staircase down right here, but I really like the wheat pile being here. So maybe I'll just put a ladder down right here, kind of hidden, and then the wool farm will be below. Or I guess I could come back here and put a staircase down here. But I need to think about it some more. Plus, this is all the iron I have left. And I know all the hoppers that are in a wool farm with the hopper minecarts would eat that up pretty quickly, and I think it's more important that I use this in a iron farm, which is going to be the next build. I spent the next little while expanding the crop fields to fill in the space to the left of the barn. And there, next to the road, I left a little space to build something special. I started making these videos because I find single-player Minecraft to be very isolating. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but if you never put in the effort to show others your progress, the only one who will ever see how much thought you put into these beautiful creations is yourself. And I find that very lonely. I personally don't want that. I want this world to be more than just my own. So I started this forever world with the expectation that if I never got a single like or comment or even subscriber, at least I wouldn't be alone. And to my amazement, only 3 videos into this adventure, you guys have shown that I'm truly not alone. And I have truly loved reading each and every comment, whether they are words of encouragement or snarky comments on how I could be better. I know my videos aren't polished, as most in the community, the editing is clumsy, and my voice cracks constantly, and I'm overall pretty awkward. But I am learning, and I will hopefully improve with each video. I'm striving for that anyway. This is all to say thank you to each and every one of you. The channel's growth since starting my Forever World has been mind-blowing, and I wasn't sure how to say thank you, but I knew it had to be a build. So I remembered watching a Germsy Void video a little while back where he placed little shrines around his land, and I thought that would be pretty neat here. Alright guys, I think that's the perfect place to leave this video. If you made it this far, consider subscribing, leaving a like on the video, and let me know what you think of this build in the comments below. Bye now!